So today we're taking a look at ZippyZone. This is a free game that is available and it's really fun, simple, and addictive. It's all about swiping the zippy creatures from one zone to their according colors. So if they're black to black to black or white to white. And it's a really simple premise, but the levels increasingly get harder and more difficult and fun as you go along here. So on the top left, you have the ability to adjust your settings here for your sound and achievements. You can also share out via SMS, Facebook, and email, and get more information about the app and even rate it in the iTunes store. Hitting the start button jumps you into the levels here, and you can see there's over 50 levels. I'm going to go ahead and walk through one and kind of go along the ways here. So the premise of the game is you have to swipe the zippy creatures here into their space. So the white ones go in the white and the black ones go into the black space here. So you want to make sure that they stay separated and in their zone, all while managing it in the correct time. So you can see you have a timer in the top right over there, and that's counting down. So you want to make sure that you get all of the creatures corresponding to their specific spot before the time runs out. So you can see here I got it in 21 seconds. The faster you do it, the better your score is. So you can see I only got 2 creatures there. So let's move on to the next level here. So it gets increasingly difficult as the levels start to divide the colors in a little bit of different ways here. Additionally, as you swipe over the creatures, you'll notice that they overlap each other. So you kind of have to move creatures out of the way in order to get them to the right spot here. So that can make it much more difficult. As you can see here, the creatures are overlapping. So I need to separate them to get the correct creatures here into the correct spot. And you can see here, I'm having a little bit of difficulty. So once the timer runs out, that's a level failed. So we can hit try again here and then start off in the level here. And again, the faster you do it, the better. But you can see here tons of creatures kind of just floating around. So you're going to be careful and make sure that everything gets sorted out here. Otherwise, you can see here, they all start to overlap over each other. It makes it much, much more difficult to separate them in this case right here. So this is just level 2. Let's go ahead and jump into the later levels to show you how it kind of really diversifies. So you can see in this level, in this case, you have a much more of a predominant black space. So the black creatures have more of a zone to stay in, but the white creatures have more room to kind of float around in. So it makes it much, much more difficult here in order to separate them. But you can see in this case, I got it done in 13 seconds. Moving on to the next level, you have levels like this too, which separate the black zone by the white divide in the middle, which make it, again, really, really difficult, but really fun. It's all about reactions, kind of about you got to be quick, and you also got to move around and kind of keep them in order as much as you can here. And the faster you can get that done here, well, the better your score will be overall, and then you can move on to the next level, essentially. So really, really fun game, really simple premise. The controls are just as simple as swiping off the creatures into their correct zone here, and the faster you can get it done, the better, and you can move on to the different levels and try your hand at those. Again, really, really simple premise, easy game, but at the same time, very challenging as you go throughout the different levels, and highly addictive. So this is ZippyZone. You can find it in the App Store for completely free today.